Welcome everybody to another YouTube exclusive Voice of Nick episode. We're going to be playing more Shadowrun Returns. I believe we got our thing we needed. Find Stevie's stash. Yeah, we found that. So now we're going to deliver the stones. We're going to return to the Seamstresses Union. Right about now. Go. Hopefully, I guess she would be in the Seamstresses Union. We don't necessarily know. Ooh, I like that they write specific ones of these. So these are like scene settings then. They're not, typically these blurbs would be like a write-up about the location. But this is now a different write-up for when we return to the Unions as opposed to going it in the first place. So it's more like we're playing through a novel. Like these are all like scene settings. Anyway, return to the Union. Despite Coyote's clear desire to stand out on her own 2 feet, Paco needs to help her through the door into the Seamstresses Union. Heads raise, and the front room of the bar falls strangely silent. Paco stands by her side now, not speaking, his eyes dark and flat with fury. Coyote presses a rag to her clawed-up face. She winces, but manages to keep control as she breathes in slow, deep breaths to manage the pain. Taking a closer look, you see her arm isn't much more than shreds of meat and broken bone held together by tendons and burned skin. It'll be a miracle if she still has it by the end of the night. Well, she could get a robot arm. Mrs. Kubota is tending bar herself when Paco walk-carries the mangled and bleeding Coyote into the Union. As soon as the boss lady lays eyes on her missing bartender, the place gets quiet fast. By the time she rounds the bar to meet you, Coyote is the color of wet spackle, and there's something new in her eye: fear. This woman has faced down hellhounds, but the sight of Mrs. Kubota has her staring at the floor and mumbling. Woman, how dare you miss 2 shifts and then come back and bleed on my floor? I'm sorry, Miss Kubota. I had a run that went bad. So, I can see that. Your arm is a mess. Was this your crusade again? Don't answer. It'll only upset me further. You caused me to worry about you, Coyote, and that's distracted me from my business. Hi, Miss Kubota. My apologies again. Cherry, take her downstairs to Dr. Castle. Yes, ma'am. And tell Castle to put something new and shiny where that arm used to be. Mrs. Kubota, I can't afford a cyber arm. I'm aware of your financial situation. When you are healed, we'll discuss the concept of giri, the depth of honor. Debt of honor. The depth of honor. We'll discuss the concept of giri, the debt of honor. Now go. Bleed elsewhere. Yes, ma'am. Damn. Well, she'll have a little bit of money from this thing that we're giving her. Her anger at Coyote's rashness slowly washes from her eyes and is replaced by tears. She sniffs, wipes them away, and inclines her head towards you. Domo arigato, Miss Little Sammy. That girl's precious to me. It's not often that we see acts like these in the Barrens. You've performed a great service for my little family, and I welcome you into my home. Consider it yours while your work keeps you here. But we both know that words are mere air. Beyond my thanks, I offer you this remuneration. Please, take it as a show of respect. I'm honored, Miss Kubota. Thank you. You are most welcome, and I offer more than simple lodging. You'll find that there's more to the Union than meets the eye. Below us is a small facility available exclusively for discriminating independent operatives like yourself. In it, you'll find vendors selling the best gear the black market has to offer, a fully equipped cyberdock, and a secure place to rest when the dreck hits the fan, as they say. Cyberdock? Indeed. Normally I require a percentage of the runner's income for use of this facility, but as I said, you're family now. Consider it on the house. To gain entrance, play GAFFC on the piano. Oh damn, we got a Batman cave here. Is Mr. Delilah here tonight? Yes, Mr. Delilah is in the back bar. That's usually where he does business. You mentioned Coyote's crusade. What is it? Coyote grew up in the Royale, but managed to escape that life. However, her cousin was apparently not so lucky. He came to a town about a year ago and fell in love with the wrong... Oh, alright, I'm just going to start that over. He came to town about a year ago and fell in with the wrong circle. He was introduced to SIM chips and became addicted to BTLs. Coyote's been tearing her way through the chip houses for months now, searching for him and acting as a one-woman cleanup crew. If you don't mind, how did you get involved in all this? I'm a former runner. Now I provide a safe haven in a marketplace for runners who need a trustworthy place to congregate and do business. Are any Johnsons or Fixers here tonight? In addition to Mr. Delilah, you may wish to speak to Van Gross. He's often stage side. Van Gross is most often a receiver of found articles, but he occasionally has work. I'll be going now. Alright, so let's check our objectives here. Meet all the black market vendors in the safe house, find the med bay in the safe house. Okay. Who's this guy? Oh, it's an orc lady behind the bar. Cool. Another round. Oh, look at us in our costume. We got our new costume on. This game has so much detail in it. It's insane how much detail there is. Oh, there's Van Gross. Hello, sir. Van Gross is busy talking on his comlink, checking his heads-up display and motioning to a runner standing nearby, all at the same time. He's an intense little man. You get the sense that he looks to look busy. I'm Van Gross. Make it quick. Biz is good. Talk to me. Miss Kubota said you're a fixer? He still hasn't looked at you. He's going a mile a minute. Nothing for you tonight. Sorry. I'm doing a thing right now. An important thing. Talk to you later. Oh, hey lady, one more thing. He covers his comlink for a moment, tilts his head your way, but you can see he's still staring at his HUD. I'm a fence too. If you got anything you need to unload, come see me. Looking for a date? Oh, there's the piano. Oh, right, we could still talk to Johnny Clean. Johnny leans on his seemingly brand new mop and surveying the crowd at the Union. Hey Johnny, I'm looking for where Cherry took Coyote. The piano's a little out of tune. Check it out. The hulking troll bouncer in the immaculate suit stands as impassively as ever. The absence of dust on his broad shoulders is the only real indication that the man ever moves. He nods to you when you approach. Evening. I see Coyote's back, looking only a little worse for wear. We have you to thank for that? The having her back part, yeah. You have the gratitude of everyone here, especially mine. Couldn't stomach losing anyone else so soon after what happened to Sam. You feel protective over the people here. Immensely. Toward anyone who walks through that door, be they employee or patron. Unless they mean ill will, of course. Mind if I ask you a few questions? Haven't minded so far. You hear anything else about Sam's death? People are saying it was the Ripper, but people say a lot of things about what they don't know or what they don't understand. You know where I can find a fence? I think Van Gras at the bar is near the stage. Dwarf with a cyber eye, can't miss him. How long have you been working for Mrs. Kubota? I crawled in here after I awoke. Mrs. Kubota took me in and gave me a job. I've been here ever since. Do you have to pay extra for that manicure on hands that big? And it's not the size they charge for, it's the blood under the fingernails. I should be going. Catch you around. It's a good answer. I like Mr. Clue. The piano looks like it's been here since the Union was built, but it doesn't look like anyone has played it in earnest for almost as long. Let's inspect it. The piano seems normal until you notice that it's very rigid. Upon further investigation, it's because the piano is bolted to the wall. A close look at the floor reveals skid marks, indicating the piano slides to the left. Play chopsticks? You're a natural. You should give up Shadowrunning and become a touring pianist. Johnny does not look impressed. Play GAFFC. As you slowly peck the notes out on the keyboard, they spark a faint memory of wonder, immediately forgotten as the entire piano slides to the left, revealing a secret staircase. You descend the stairs into the Union safe house. Clandestine. Very cool. The entrepreneurial Mrs. Kubota has combined everything a runner might need into a one-stop shopping experience. Black market equipment, high-end magical talismans, and a fully stocked cyber surgery dealership. Cool. Oh, I like this song that's playing. That's cool. No bunks available. Welcome. Ooh. Oh, this is how we look at all of our inventory. Okay. So our stash is not always accessible. It's only accessible during, like, when we're actually at, like, a locker or something. That's good to know. So this is the med bay, so we'll do the other stuff first. Hey. Who's this guy? Wow, I love all these details. Look at this. This must be the magic guy. Shaman. Whoa. Algernon. Past the bar, the edges of the safe house become somewhat indistinct due to the magical haze surrounding a particular elf. The man seems only half of this realm, his mind wandering the far horizons of the astral space while his body peddles otherworldly wares. Good evening, young elf, and welcome to this humble home that we call the Union. I am Algernon Halfdream. To ease your way through the sixth world, I offer you the best magical foci, spells, and fetishes for the conjuring of spirits. Let me see what you have. Alright, yeah, I can't buy any magic right now, though. Eric Mersman. Oh, we've seen this guy. Where have we seen this guy? Don't remember. Change your clothes, change your life, right? Not only will you look better, not that you'll look bad now or anything, but each one you get will help you keep on the right side of the ground. Take a look. Oh, this is the guy that sold us clothes outside of the building when we got here. Okay, so this gives us +1 charisma. I think that's what we want to stick with. T.B. Gruberman. Theodore Buster Gruberman is a well-groomed orc, dressed with a precision that suggests straight lines of a military officer's uniform. His hair is cropped short, high, and tight, as they say, and the neatness this presents only is compromised by the uneven tusks protruding from his mouth. The only other defect in this picture of perfection is the man's cybernetic right arm, which is obvious enough to be noticeable, but not so obvious as to ruin the line of his suit. When he speaks, the orc's voice is soft and thoughtful, and he talks almost exclusively in numbers. Calibers, ranges, rounds per second, arc of fire, razoring factor, tensile strength, and of course, price. Bunker Buster Gruberman, at your service. Friends call me Buster. I'm also answering to Sergeant, Sir, and even Theodore on occasion. Anytime you're in the market for firearms, ammunition, or ordnance, I'm your man. How can I help you? What exactly do you sell here? Things that go bang in all shapes and sizes, plus other odds and ends on occasion. Consider me your own personal armory. All weapons are guaranteed to meet strict UCAS military spec or your money back. In addition, I can handle routine maintenance, repairs, and upgrades if you so desire. And if that isn't enough, I also teach a safety and instructional course every weekend. This week we're covering bayonets. Mark my word, they're making a comeback. So what can I get you? Let's take a look at what you got. Okay, so we currently use an assault rifle. How does this compare to our existing assault rifle? I don't think we can check that. Oh wait, yeah we can. 10 long range, 28 capacity. So this is slightly better, but it costs us most of our money. So we're not gonna do that. The Semopal VZ88V. I wonder how we can get them to customize our stuff. Hold on, let's take another. No, there's nothing about that. Uh-oh. Oh, so we can sell this for 562. Then we're really only spending roughly like 250 on this new assault rifle. Let's do that then. It's exactly the same, except it just has better ammo capacity. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, look at that coffee maker over there. Looks like a Keurig. Love it. This is David Fry II. Every inch of the tech alcove is covered in a chaotic patchwork quilt of circuit boards, chips, wires, displays, and a million other things you can't identify. In the eye of his techno-bits storm stands a dwarf, immaculately dressed and supremely calm. I know that look. Don't let the size of the shop fool you. I can get any Matrix hardware or software that exists, and if it doesn't exist, then I can get it made for you. Any questions I can answer, a thing you need. What's a deck? Well, you jack into the Matrix, or in the context of a run, when you jack into the local node of a facility you're in, the deck determines how many programs and ESPs you can carry in the firepower of your base Matrix attack. Decks have IP when a Decks have IP as well. When a deck's IP is reduced to 0, you'll get booted from the system, and it'll hurt. And what's a program? A program in the Matrix allows you to defend your avatar against countermeasures and enemy deckers. There are a wide variety of different programs for attack and defense at different power levels. As you progress as a decker, you can use more powerful versions of these programs. What's an ESP? Johnny, you want to take this one? Sure. When you infiltrate a facility on a run, you have a team. When you jack into the Matrix, you're all alone. That's where ESPs come in. An ESP is a highly advanced artificial life program which you deploy and it manifests as another team member in the Matrix. Different types of ESPs have different abilities. What do you have for sale? Okay, we're probably going to have to up our decking skills then, because this seems like a really cool mechanic that I don't want to miss out on. See you later. Oh, I'm being rude. Let me also introduce you to our resident Decker and my good friend Johnny Clean. While in the same overalls that you saw him in upstairs, down here, leaning over a workbench crammed with circuit boards, cables, and chips, Johnny Clean seems a totally different person. You get the impression that Johnny was once as hot and invisible as the most infamous deckers today. Good to see you down here. Happy to be of help if I can be. How's decking used? The decking skill is often used just on terminals in the real world to get information, hack doors, and other stuff like that. But occasionally a run will have the option or the requirement to go into the local Matrix LAN of the facility you're infiltrating in order to gain access to valuable info or control more important things in the real world. Why are you dressed as a janitor? Did I stand out upstairs? No, janitors never do. When I was younger, I had a rep for getting in and getting out of systems so cleanly that no one knew I was there. Half the Matrix runs that earned me my rep were made possible because I was able to get inside the facility posing as a janitor. Now it's just sort of part of me. Is it true that you were part of the Echo Mirage team? Let me take this one. Listen, I've known the guy for over a decade, and he's been smart enough not to tell me. So he's sure as hell not going to tell anything about that these days. For your health and his, let's let the subject drop. See you guys around. Cool. Alright, we're meeting people. We got into the secret base. This is going to be a real exciting thing once we get the decking abilities. Guys, I'm excited. I hope you are too. That's going to do it for this Shadowrun episode. Thank you everybody for joining. If you're not already, make sure you're subscribed on this YouTube channel where you'll see these episodes come out every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, 4 times a week. See you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.